it was up in the air if I was even gonna come home from the nature of the crime.
Right.
It was like,
Okay.
bro, you might not even go to the house.
This may be your
This may be your
this your
reality.
life.
So processing that, like okay, like boom, if I get a shot, it's what it's gonna be. If I not, yo man, I ain't gonna front, man. It's like it was like I was actually preparing to go to at that time a heaven, bro, or hell, or wherever I was gonna go. I was trying to imagine through the little information that I had what heaven might have been like, or what hell might look like. Cause I'm on my way. I know everybody has a date, but and I was like, yo, I'm on my way. I'm on my way on the control of another man. I'm liable for a man to come bust my door in a minute and say, all right, today your day. Let's strap up and let's do this. So just going through that process made me appreciate life a little bit better.
So you was possibly facing the death penalty.
True, you had capital murder with an armed robbery charge. That's they frown they frown heavily upon
So
that.
how did that affect your family?
A lot of it, I kept to myself. I would tell them like, you know, well, they knew the seriousness of it, but you gotta understand, I'm new to this too. So I would the things that I felt like that would stress my mom out or that would cause them more stress, I kind of just bore that burden for myself. Like, yeah, mom is gonna be out, I'm gonna be home. I'm gonna work it out. We got this. I'm gonna work it out. Just I got it. And they was really more concerned about me than I was for them. But it was like, just let us know what we can do to assist you. So that in itself, I prepared myself to this that penitentiary be my fate. Like this is the life I chose. This is what I chose to do. Didn't nobody make me do nothing I didn't want to do. I wasn't with no guys. I was by myself. So if I did that by myself, I could take the repercussions by myself. It was like, yo, man up, bro. Like, don't cry now. Ain't no need in crying now because this is what you do. But if you get another opportunity, do better.
Right.
Do better. And I got the opportunity. Now me and bro doing better.
You're right, definitely. But, you know, it's how you went in and you facing the death penalty. You were 21 years old and prepared to, you know, whatever hell or heaven may have been.
Yeah.
Kind of embracing that idea. There's no way really to prepare for it, especially when it's under somebody else's authority, whether you live or die. That's crucial. So I applaud you because that takes the strength to 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 want to do better, to want to get to know yourself and do better, even though this situation may be your life.
Right.
But you embrace good people. You may not have physical, may have not have made known a lot of physical people there that you can reach out and talk to. So you got it out of books. But there's brothers too and sisters that go inside and they don't have that outlook. They go in and like they want to blame. They may want to blame everybody, or they may feel bad about themselves, or feel like this is the end because I let this person down, or my mother died while I'm here, my father died, my kids may have died, or my kid in prison, my wife ran off. You know, different things that go on while you're in there. So those people may have soaked down and just been, sad and not really had the power to, I didn't know they had the power to get up and transform. So there's two things that trauma brings. Trauma can cause you to say, well, look, I went through this. I ain't gonna never go through that again. I'm gonna do everything in my power not to be that person again. I'm gonna do everything in my power not to be in that situation again. And you have people that say, damn, I failed. My life ain't never gonna be nothing. I did this, I laid everybody down. I'm gonna just sit there and hide my face. Or I'm gonna turn to alcohol, I'm gonna turn to drugs, I'm gonna turn to homosexuality, or whatever may bring you some type of sense of gratification. So you can't save the world. But for the individual that goes in and those traumatic situations cause them to have pity parties. I know someone that has they 40 something years old, but every day it's like, man, I should have did this back in the day. What if I did this? Things could have been different. I should have took this advantage of this time. I told the brother, look, no matter any day is a good day to change. Any day is a good day to move forward. We can't change the past. They ain't made no time machine that I know of to go back and change the time. Yeah, we can't forget our past, but take everything you learned in the past and build a better you. When we stay stuck in the past, then we forget about tomorrow. We go still be talking about tomorrow 20 years from now. And we can't go back and change that. Our health may not be the same, our mind may not be the same. So while you have the energy in your body and the wisdom, look at your past, reflect on your past, take the good from it, and build on it. You don't have to be in. It don't take you being in the penitentiary to learn this. It don't take you being down on your ass to learn this. But
Yeah, and just take heed to the so take heed to the people around you. During the process of processing within the penitentiary, it was just it might have been somebody that didn't even know me, and look, boy, hold your head up, boy. Look, block, hold your head up, man. Come on, boy, let's go shoot some free throws, man. Like you have people that know your situation, but may not know your situation that want to help you, but you got to be open to like what I think that they call it like a blessing or an angel, in human form. You have people that talk. I'm somewhere and one of my partners I played football with, he was locked up too. He say, I'm sitting in there, I'm like, man, he's like, boy, hold your head up. Just that right there, all right, man, it made me smile, but
right,
sometimes you got to be helped somebody. Say something to somebody. Just them words right there made me hold my head up to where I didn't like bro was talking about, throw myself a pity party because you go down that road. I'm subject to that road just like everybody else. Nothing special about me that I can't. I'm not subject to depression or I'm not subject to everything. But the only thing when you like that, somebody can say, hey, boy, hold your head. Come on, I go shoot some ball, boy. Child, what you gonna, how the penitentiary flow go, but it's people around you. See, the people is what jails to each other, so we can make better decisions and do better things in life. You can see whatever you believe in when you look in the eyes of the people across from you. You can see that, and you take that and you do your walk. You walk on through. But we don't have to be down and out in order to do better. We just the ones that speaking from those who doing down and out. We're just able to come out and tell our story on what we experienced through our hiccups in life. We don't play the blame game. We take that right there. But we also explain that you don't have to go through that. You don't have to experience that. And there's things that you learn within those walls. Because I can only speak from things that I know. I can't
right,
speak of what it's like to be at Harvard College. I can't speak what it's about to play football for UNC because I haven't done those things. I can listen and get an understanding of it. I can just speak about things that I've been through, things that I know, and so happen a big portion of my life was spent within the penitentiary walls. At one point in time, I was locked up more than I was free. So, but now that's balanced itself out. But any inspiration and positivity things I can give from that prison experience, I'm all for it because there can't nobody tell me nothing about it
right.
because I've been there
You
from
live it.
A to Z to now. This is after the alphabet to where we're here now, speaking about what we've been through and how we can do better and keep people from experiencing that.
Right,
And it's going to be a little bit harder now than it was for us because every book that I mentioned to you earlier is on the banned list now. So if you go in the walls now, man, you're gonna have limited access to the real.
right.
You're gonna get the plastic. They're gonna feed you the plastic all day. But to get that real silverware, man, they caught on. Had the judge know that 20, 25 years later that I'll be sitting there talking to this brother
Right.
right here. Nah, life, man.
Right. So
We
it's not
can't
in their best
we
interest that
can't
they
let this
educate
we
us
can't
or
let this
enlighten us.
experience we can't let somebody come in here, go through the system, and get out and tell them about the system because that's telling them that he beat the system. Even what they call the recidivism rate, the recidiv I'm like
Recidivism.
recidiv
You
I
got
had
it.
I had a gold tooth in my mouth for years,
uh,
right? And I took the gold tooth out, and what it did, it knocked my speech pattern out.
okay.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like 3 years after we get out, me and you supposed to been back, bro. Let them tell it.
Right.
So even with that, had they know, nah, life, man, we not gonna allow you to take this experience and go out there and motivate somebody. And I'm just showing you how the powers that be think.
Right, because it's not in their best interest that they
No,
educate us, that they enlighten us
no,
to become better
no,
people. Because, like
no,
you said, it is a system, and
no.
in this system, you can go in and work for a company within the system and get paid $1 a day or 40 cents per day, whereas on the outside there's minimum wage. Also, the 13th Amendment didn't actually abolish slavery. It abolished slavery on the outside, except if you committed a crime and you convicted of a crime, you can be put back in slavery. So the system is a form of slavery. So it's not in their best interest to enlighten you, to educate you, to teach you to be upright, independent, fearless men, and taking your place in the affairs of men.
Yeah,
That's not their duty, and it goes against their best interest.
we the Nat
We killed that
Turners.
system.
We the Nat Turners, the Frederick Douglasses, the ones who was involved in slavery and had the opportunity to get out of slavery and make a difference on the outside of slavery. In modern day times, we understand that he's not the 50s, 60s. We get that part, but we actually have lived through a system that was designed not for this. They what they that system is not designed for two brothers or even the world to be able to sit and talk and feel and talk and say what's on their minds and express it in an intelligent way to where people make it get what they can get out of it. You take the best part. I may not agree with everything somebody say. People may not agree with everything I say, but you take the best part and you save yourself.
Right.
Because nothing is used in totality. Even even with this orange juice I'm drinking, like my body's gonna get the vitamin C out of it, get whatever little nutrients that's in it, and I'm gonna go urinate the rest of it out. Not saying what I urinate out is no good, it's just not what my body needed. So every time you see yourself in a situation where you can gain something, you'll take the best part of it and discard the rest. If you might not agree with what I say about that, but you might see, but then he right about that. So nothing in life gets used in its totality, even the food you eat. Your body digests the proteins and the carbohydrates, and it discards the rest.
Right.
Nothing is used in its totality. So you're not going to agree totally with a situation, a platform, or whatever. But if there is a little piece of what something you agree with, job done. Job done. Because guess what? What's wasted, what's being defecated out or urinated out, is going out and irrigate the fields. And they call it fertilizer. So it still has a purpose. It just wasn't your purpose. Right. It was what you needed.
You took what was good. Your body took what's good for itself. The rest went to the earth. Earth takes what's good for itself, and it goes on. Energy cannot be destroyed.
That's right.
So it goes on. So when we sharing this energy too, maybe to help someone else, to say you don't have to be sitting in the penitentiary staff for brother to come say, hey, hold your head up. We can do this out here because your life matter. You're valuable. I'm no greater. He's no greater than the next individual. No matter your status, no matter your job, no matter what you have, your physical possession, don't make you a better person. At the end of the day, we're men. We go through the same thing as the next man. We have the same emotions. We have the same feeling. We may even have the same thought at times. But until we get together and then we talk about it, sometimes we just deal with it within ourselves and don't know how to deal with it. Think you're the only one dealing with it, so I'm gonna deal with it the best way I know how. And the best way you may know how may not be the best way. Like the brother spoke of, you may have a conversation such as we're having a conversation, and I take the good from out of the conversation and apply it to my life, apply it to my situation. As a lot of things he speaks about, I've gone through.
Vice versa.
I might have a different mindset at the time, but for hearing his story, it makes me see things in a different light as well. Because if we get together as men, as individuals, and we sit down and have a talk, we realize we went through different things, but it was of the same nature. We begin to understand from different perspectives. So when we come across it again, we might not deal with it in the way that I would normally deal with it as an angry person or a mean person. This brother went through the same thing. This is how he dealt with it, and this is his outcome. So therefore, I can apply it and try to get a different outcome. But no matter where you are, your life matters. You're valuable, and the day is a good day to change. Don't worry about tomorrow. And we're here. This platform is here for brothers to come out and just have a conversation. It don't necessarily have to be about the bad you've done, the good you've done. Have conversation. We don't have conversation most of the time. Black men, we would see each other and we would judge one another. First thing we look at it, it's human nature to put people in a certain category. Oftentimes we're wrong, So let's get together and have these productive conversations where we can go out and impact the lives of others. We can make the world a better place. We can have our offspring come up and not have to go through the same thing we've gone through. But it takes having a conversation. Without communication, what would it be? Where would the world be without communication? Effective communication.
That's right.
So let's get together. Let's talk. I welcome any brother to reach out and they want to talk, sit down and have a conversation on camera or off camera. Because it's not all about the camera. It's not about the views. It's about helping one another. And this is the only way now that we can reach millions of people. We can reach, all across the globe. So this is the way we're sharing it.
Push of a button, we can reach millions of people, man. So yeah, like you say, it's not about, even if you don't want to do it on camera, but it's just something about that interaction that's been lost. Like, I can date online if I want to. I can order my food online if I want to. If I want to, I don't have to come in contact with human beings. Period. I can get my food. I can work from what they call working from home, remote. I can work remote if I so. what part of what part of moving forward in life are we gonna get by being away from human contact, from seeing, looking in your eyes, looking at you like, because it's about body language also.
Definitely.
So if there's a way that I can cut a line between that, and I don't even have to interact with people no more, what 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 positive effect is that on humanity? To where you don't even have to get out and go to the grocery store no more. You don't even have to see somebody you like at the mall and say, "Hey, yo, my name's such and such. How you doing? Well, I'm from here." You don't even have to do that no more. So that's what I'm saying about the camera and seeing that brothers still want to say it's old school. We got technology, but we still got to have a little old schoolness to us, to where we can get out and have a cookout or a family reunion or a football game to interact with that human contact.
Right.
Because that is important. Because it was a time where this technology didn't exist. So technology is pulling us farther and farther away if we allow it. It can either make us closer or it can pull us farther away. We can get together and demonstrate it to you, or you'll never know.
Right. And now, like you were speaking of, it takes the human part out of it. The
Yeah,
non-verbal communication.
yeah.
Talk to a brother, looking in his
Man,
eyes. The
what
brother
no
smiled. The brother sad. You can tell. Now you just typing words. Words are just words.
words are
It's
just
open to the
words.
interpretation of the one who received it.
Hey,
So you may think somebody's saying something slick, or somebody's coming at you a certain way. And it's just words. It's just your perception. So when we get together as men, and we get together as individuals and talk about certain things, then
mhm.
there's body language, there's a smile, there's
Right,
expression on your face,
right, right,
that connects everyone. So
right.
now they're trying to make everything so easy, just to push of a button, and
Pushing a
it
button.
takes away. It leaves a room for miscommunication. So
Correct.
you already don't know how to communicate, and now they're taking the human part of out of it, where you just type everything. You may not even be able to type, so everything may be left
Well,
up
yeah,
to be
we could talk. We
misinterpreted.
could talk into the
Right.
mic, and he'll record what it is. I could write a book just like this right here, and blase, 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 and the computer write down every word I say.
AI.
I can write a book, but just running my mouth.
Right.
So we got to utilize technology. Don't let technology pull us away from the realness. Because you like with our grandmas and granddaddy, it was more realer back then. You had real food. Grandma had them real biscuits and real turkey legs and real. Grandma had it going
Everything.
on. Thing was real. She would pop her green beans,
Mhm.
snap peas.
Yeah.
I might go on there.
Drop it in the bucket. Yeah.
When the last time you went to grandma somebody's house
You don't see
and they
that.
was in there snapping some peas
No, you don't
or
see it.
shucking some corn? Now I just might be country, but just what I'm saying, what I'm witnessing with my own eyes is we're technology bound. Hell, I got the iPhone. I got technology. I'm not saying that I don't live within technology, but I also try to keep it to the point where I'm still human and I understand the need of human interaction,
Right. Even in our own household. We
even in
speak
your
about
own
us, but in your own
household.
household, kids are just on the computer all day, on the game. There's your mother or father may be downstairs and text their child upstairs. We got to get away from that. We got to sit down and have real dialogue,
Real
face to
that,
face conversation
or it's not gonna
to
be
make a
real,
difference.
or it's not
Right.
gonna be real. It's gonna be plastic. So to keep it real, we're not saying don't utilize technology, but what we said is don't get away from the human interaction.
Stay connected.
Don't get away from it because that's what allows you to see things in the realness of the light. You hear it all the time. Just things just don't seem the same no more. Things seem fake. But just look at our situation. Look at the circumstances of what we digest and what we utilize through a daily basis, and it'll give you a greater understanding of what we're dealing with. And that's just where I perceive things, brother. So yeah, get out, man. Go take a walk. Go outside. Go to the gym. Go to church. Go to the mosque. Go wherever it is that you need to go to to communicate. It used to be a fun thing to wake up Sunday morning and go to church because you know you're gonna see Sister Johnson or Bobby Taylor, the ones you ain't seen all weekend. You get to get them a hug, or you might want Bobby Taylor. He know he got that good smelling cologne on. You know the women want they or she might have a good perfume on, but you'll never know if you just doing it from a distance. So we
Right.
got to learn how to get back together and enjoy one another and dialogue with one another and keep this for let it use what it do, but also be able to look a man in the eyes and see where that king coming from. Because as a king, you a king. We got the dialogue and then disperse back into our kingdoms. But it's great for us to unite and come up with a solution and a
Yeah,
plan
most
or
definitely.
a bill. Or it doesn't always have to be serious. We can joke and laugh also, but we got to handle the business of the day. And the business of the day is correcting our community, start with ourselves, and then correcting those around you and pushing it on into grow into what it is that it needs to be.